We made it back. We're going to give it another try with the triploids. Hopefully this day's better. We've been reading some fishing reports and it's showing a lot of promise, so hopefully that's a good thing. I'm getting all set up. All right, well, we're using the Berkley Gulp. Oh, the rainbow candy. For this, I'll just show you real quick. I'm putting this on. Don't litter. Put this right here. So I'm just going to grab just enough to cover the hook. So I'm going to go about right there. And we're just going to form a little ball. Just like that. And then I'll just put it over the hook. And then what I like to do, and everybody does it a little differently, but I like to just kind of make a, kind of like a teardrop, kind of like that. And then that way, for me, I feel like the fish will come up and grab it a little bit better, and it'll orient them towards the hook. So now I'm just gonna come out here, and taking into consideration that everybody else is gonna cast here as well. Well, first, let's do this. Got to get it wet, come up, and we're gonna get it wet again. Make sure that it floats, does float, and it's blast off. Just like that. Give it some line and let it hit the bottom. That's pretty deep. Now there is a slight current coming from right to left. Man, that is deep. Either that or a fish just picked it up. All right. So now that we got that settled, I'm going to actually open up the spool a little bit and bring it up here so it's a little bit closer to where I'm at. And then I'll start setting up the other rod. So I'm actually going to just set this one here. Should be fine. Hopefully. I have had fish take my buddy's poles before, so hopefully that's not the case. And now I'm going to go set up the other rod. Well, can't really fish without line. So we, well, we got some line.
That I overpaid for.
Yeah, but
I needed it.
Yeah, so. Definitely overpaid for that. But what are you going to do? Bring the pole without line? You got to find line. This is some good stuff. So, I mean, overpaid for, relative, probably like $2 or $3 more than what you would have got it for. But guess what? At least you'll have line.
Right.
We're just going to do it real quick right now, and then he'll be able to fish with his other rod. We're still waiting. Still waiting. This is the part of bottom fishing that just doesn't appeal to me, is just sitting here waiting. But, I mean, there's a good chance of getting a huge fish out of here, so, I mean, could be like that steelhead trip where it just was all worth it and all happened in a flash. What am I doing? Oh.
Can you hold it?
Yeah.
Without the right tools.
Okay, so we're just going to do it this way. And this is how you do it when you just ain't got nothing else better to do. We're already waiting, so might as well wait productively.
Okay. At least with trolling, you're waiting and moving.
Yep. I don't know why this line is doing that, so I'm going to flip it around. Right, yeah, I'll put some tension on it. There you go. Go ahead. There we go. Attaboy, tiger. 220 yards, you could probably get almost 2 spools out of this. If you get a smaller, like a smaller size 1000 or size 10, depending on who you ask.
It's annoying though. Like every manufacturer, their sizes are different.
I know.
Like I bought remember the 20 I bought? It was a fluker. I bought it from a trout rod.
Yeah.
And it was like for ice fishing. That's how small it was.
Yeah.
Then like Quantum's 20 is like double the size.
Yeah. Quantum's 20 is like a 40 from everybody else. And Quantum's 40 is like a 60 from everybody else. Don't ask me how I figured that one out. Oh, I think I'm getting bites. Even though my bell didn't go off. Fish said, not today, ha ha ha. Been a couple hours now and just waiting. Missed a couple of fish now. Hopefully one will finally take it. Either way, it's good to be out here. Thinking of switching one of these rods to lures. Or actually, I did bring a fishing pole I can throw lures on. So I might do that. Might try one of my spinners out that I made. That might be the ticket. Slight bit of current. Just keeps moving it. That has to be a bite. I don't know. What's that? Might be getting another bite on that one. You just don't know with this wind. It's just like, you see it moving, you better grab it. And you just might be it. I just don't know. I'm gonna lay it down a little bit more so that the wind doesn't grab it too much. If their bites are really light bites. Crossed it again. I'm joking. We're going to figure it out right now.
You a little remote or what?
Yeah.
Where'd you do it with your mind?
Did it with my mind.
Wow.
I was like, bibbidi bobbidi record. There's weight on this one. Nope. Damn it. Hook sets are free. Remember that. And I can't say if it took my bait or not because I set the hook. Ooh, look at that thing launch. Whoosh. Surprisingly, I don't think it's that deep here. Well, last spot we're trying. This is one of the best spots that they have. It's got rod holders and everything. So if we don't get anything here, we're just gonna call it good and take off. We got some good sportsmen right here. They've just been hanging in there, but at least we're out here, right? I know I keep saying that, but at least we get to come out here. Not a lot of people are as lucky, so got to make the best of it. Let's get to it. Get lines in the water. I think I'm gonna bring some steelhead stuff. Let's try to target these fish like steelhead. I mean, as long as we get that water going, because if there's no current, there's really no point. It seems like it really shuts them down when there's no water moving. Right now the water's pretty high, so that means it's not moving at all. I think that's been the issue the entire day, but we're not getting much bites. Unless you're putting it almost right in front of them, you're not going to get much luck. So windy all day long. Very unfortunate because it's supposed to be a good day. Mother Nature had other plans. Unfortunately, my mic died on me, so I guess I have to do a voiceover now. Sorry about that, guys. So after breaking my line and losing everything, I decided to switch over to a spinnerbait, and I put on the one that I made in my other video. Here I noticed that I was getting a bite, and it was one of those slight bites that we've been getting the entire day. It just was a little tick, 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 so I figured I'd pick it up and hopefully have a fish at the end of my line. Well, I just missed one right there. I'm just going to toss it back out there, kind of in the general area that I was at. I'm going to push this forward a little bit so I'm not in my own way. But that was a bite. That sucks. I'm lowering the rod like this so the line actually feeds straight instead of going into the wind. If I lift it up, the wind will take it and then you won't get a good feeding. See, like right there, it would have taken a lot more than that much line to get it. I just missed one. Yeah. And here's the spinnerbait I was using. It's the brass bass weight with the glass bead and a nice gold blade. Great combination. So all I'm doing here is just casting out as far as I can and letting it sink between 5 to 10 seconds and then mixing it up between a slow and a fast retrieve, just trying to initiate some kind of reaction bite. I'm also fanning my cast to cover more water. There is a shelf in front of me that sometimes holds fish, but it's not always the case. So I have to just throw my lure around and hopefully there's one just traveling through if they're not holding in that spot. Fish on, the spinner for the win. And that's the very first fish on this combo. It's the Handy Magic L and the Kastking Centron. And the catch is not complete until it hits the net, and there it is. What a great fighting fish. Definitely worth the wait. And as you can see it in my face, I'm not excited at all. And you guys finally get to see that Triploid Trout. It's really nice, full of fat, definitely good eating.
Who would have thought that the lure I made would be the one that I catch a fish on? That's pretty cool. Thank you.
It's the lure right there. Hopefully we get one more. Be nice. That was on a pretty slow retrieve too. The thing's so huge. Right, I think that's the coolest part. Not yet. I'll make you one. I'll make you the exact carbon copy of this one. I'm just surprised at how hard it hit. Like it was just like so aggressive, you know? One minute left to 3:15 no matter what happens. All right, last cast.
Well, fish waited till the last minute, but we finally got one. And even better, I got one on a lure that I made. And if you guys haven't watched that video yet, I suggest you check it out. It's a good one. Anyways, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. And remember to subscribe, hit that notification, and thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.